Oh, there I am. I'm going to talk about banks. I'm going to talk about the Canadian housing market. I'm going to tell you food banks don't work. Neither does Salvation Army. They're a egoic system. And they treat people bad. They don't treat them good. Shelters are terrible in right wing provinces like Alberta. But I'll tell you, Ontario's the worst. It's horrible. Well, I finally got a place here, but I'm without my pension. I got part of it. No, I'm looking, and there should be enough money there coming in. They owe me 5 years. I got to go back to that. I got to get a new phone. The phone plans I got cut off. But I got an apartment. The older people help older people. Downstairs, they're throwing things out they don't want. But I can't get rid of the meat. The Salvation Army came in. I'll eat meat. And if I'm making money here, and I got a website, I'm looking at what I have. I did the right thing buying a website and blogs and stuff. I got a lot of work to do. I know what I'm doing now. And I'm going to invest in a tiny house in Lethbridge. She's got them out there. Because it's not sensible to live in here. The food prices are going up. Why? Oh, Luke's on there, and he's gone up to Alberta. He knows what's happening. But I'm looking around, and they want rural development because they can't keep people in those shelters. And the people are working. That's how bad it is. The Canadian housing market's ridiculous. And I'll tell you, what broke my heart is a lot of ranchers have lost their ranches. They're homeless. They're living in those damn Salvation Army. They're like a prison. You can't even go out and have a drink. They'll check you, breathalyze you. That's not good. And you're paying rent there. Not much. I can go out and have a drink. I can have it in here. Excuse me. I like beer. I like a little whiskey. I don't drink to excess. I like to have the freedom to go. And the only thing is, I don't like coming in and expecting the place to come in to do some maintenance. That's all right. I just got to get it tidied up. Actually, it's Wednesday. I'll get it tidied up. I've been washing the floors, but I got a problem here. I need a little bit of help. And I'm on a waiting list, but it doesn't seem to be getting anywhere because there's so many seniors. And it's 10 months. And I can't seem to get anywhere. But I'm going to start filing that. But I'm going to tell you something. I've traveled all across Canada. I went homeless because of my ex-wife. There's no rights for men in Canada. The police said we got officers here. And when your wife's abusing you, you got to split. And when I came back here, I thought it'd be all right because they did put me up in a motel and paid my way to the Salvation Army. They quit because they put a shelter. Like people put money into things and think, oh, this is going to help. Shelter is terrible. It was terrible. The Bigsby up in Barrie is a menace. I got mad, and I get mad. I don't like Ontario. I left Ontario because I had the because the conservatives were all and help them off this COVID. And then I was doing just hooked up my friends up. So I get the house built in Lethbridge, that's Alberta. I'll move her up to BC. I'm picking up the outside of Kamloops or somewhere. For a while, I can move her up. I'll move her up there and work and buy some gear, music gear. I know what I need. I need a better keyboard, piano, organ system. Better guitars. I can get them from the soft here. Toronto, I need keyboard from a few producers here. I gotta get another layer we custom built. Full amps. And I too expensive. And but hang on, mate, I'm going to Australia. So while I'm here, I'm putting my passport and I'm finishing off the citizenship because I am a descendant of an Australian mother. And I think I got it on file, the documents, and I sent it to the Australian embassy. I just got to get the password and get everything on there. And I'm going to file it through and go up to Ottawa, get the passport. I might go up to Ottawa and get a quick passport done. I think it's been a couple of days up there when I get the GIS. Keep this place and come back. And as I'm building it up, I'm going to move up and move it out there. And there's some things in this town I like. A lot of young people, I think, are going to make Collingwood better. But we can't get rid of the shelter. And we got to get, well, I'll tell you what I like. And she said, you sound interesting. I've gone through the homeless bit. And when I was walking around and started listening to these kids, it's the young people without housing and just shelters. And they don't know how to help people. My story is quite long. I had locked myself into a psych ward in Calgary. I claimed that as mentally ill. Everybody could do that. It's pretty easy. And it worked. But they looked at me. You're almost broke though. What you got is social stress, sir. You're staying in here. We'll let you stay in here. And you'll, it's 3 months in the pension, didn't got money out of the estate, which was hardly anything. Didn't come in, they've divided it up. I've gone through a kicker as relatives that don't like Australians. Well, I also know something. I know these lawyers here are crooks. They're rotten crooks and snakes and weasels. Not every lawyer is. I'm on the side of the BC lawyers and the Alberta lawyers that hate Ontario. I'm going to use them. I'll go up to Lethbridge. I got a ticket to go up there. Never used it because I didn't have my ID. I couldn't get my ID from Ontario to here. But I'm in Ontario. $35 will buy me my driver's license. $90 will pay my passport, and I'll go up to Ottawa and file complaints against this place and a lot of places and what I've seen across Canada. The banks control everything. And the yanks are putting money into the fossil fuel industry. And when I was in Alberta, what I saw was old men that had ranches losing their family. The banks got possession of ranches. It was sad. And they were getting sick. Of course, a man will get sick when he's under stress. I was going to die too. You know, there's a lot of usury in Canada, and I'll end up with the COVID-19. But the outcome of the election, I don't know who got in, but if he gets in, you know, it's all to Donald Trump and his energy policies. And I'm not for that. I'm for getting off fossil fuels because it's blocking. If you really look at it, the whole argument here is Tesla's got a lot of money coming in. And actually, BP and these corporations can build biofuels. Biofuel doesn't put the BTU units up, but it'll help this economy. And this technology is being discovered in Calgary. I'm there. Woman comes in screaming in the mall. I didn't know what the hell it was. She was a supporter of a young man that was getting a bachelor's. It was a postgraduate at Calgary University, committed suicide. And I think she committed suicide because she flipped out because she had frustration. You're working so hard on a project, and they cut the funds. That's oil corruption, Illuminati or some damn thing. And it's holding back progress. But every time we have a revolution, we've had a lot of revolutions. It just ways to get around. I was praying for a way. I'm here in this place. I got my piano. Well, I'm going to start working in Calgary. I'm going to start work. I got a friend up there. I'm going to start selling stuff. And I got a lot of horse tie. It's not going to sell in Ontario. Ontario's got a bad land for they've been using chemicals. And they're building the houses in the field like Gorka thinks. Alberta's going to start getting into rural development. But right now, I'm working on life coaching and psychotherapy, shamanic ritual healing. I'm a grand Reiki method through an animal communicator, musician. I'll make it. We'll make it. Trying to rely on this and get so angry because I got a lot of ties with animal abuse here. And I think I'll split. I'll just stay up here and work on my computer. As long as I got food delivered to me and nurse programs. And I want to make sure I get somebody to come in and help me out. Clean up a bit. I'm doing too much cleaning. And I know a lot of it is reducing garbage. I can't keep on buying and getting stuff out of the food bank. That's the problem. It's just too much cans and junk. That's why I'm a big opponent of carbon tax, because it limits the amount of plastics and waste. And it's a win-win, but they say it's not. It is. Why would a bank even talk about it? They said we're not we're not environmentalists. The carbon tax wins hands down because what you pay in affects products. Like we can make that lights. I gotta change. I don't like it. It's a two prong. I'll go over there and get an LED, and I'd like to get it set up. I can turn these lights off with an iPhone, and I got plug-ins in the wall that'll plug my iPad, my phone. Now I gotta get my iPad repaired. Now I get an iPad Pro trig, and I'm gonna buy some gear. I'm getting my credit cleared up. I couldn't do it before she kicked me out. Stole the estate, and then I realized it's real estate greed. That house sold for $300,000. I got it. Hardly any got it. And it was manipulation of the estate. So what I'm smart at is she was listening. She stole my computer. I had a Mac. I was going to use it for recording. She stole that, and she forgot that I had a little bit of money, and I bought another one, not an expensive one. Got cheap Wi-Fi. I gotta get cheap cell phone plan that's seniors, and I'll work on that because I'm a senior now. If she does anything to me now, she'll go to prison because I'm a senior. But I might be able to get her on the thing that I was on disability. And I'm going to talk about disabilities, and they'll talk about it. They don't help you get back on your feet. And it's this psychiatric stuff. I'm a psychiatric survivor. I almost died. It was an Australian that saved my life. She knew I was a horseman. I had a horse beaten to death. And I had a lot of trauma. I got shot at driving a taxi, just trying to get around, not working in that sort of stuff. Now, the horse business is cleaning up. Woodbine is really cleaned up. Stewards are getting going. But I'm applying for a racehorse license, trainer's license, thoroughbreds. And if I do anything, I might get it. Because I'd like to start racing in Australia, but I want to breed some horses here. And that's the goal. And I'm thinking of going up to an area in Alberta where I can, Philippines, a lot of women from the Philippines. They don't want all I got. There's a lot of scammers online. You gotta be careful. Gibson, BC. Looks like a native woman. 35. There's a lot of scammers online. You gotta be careful. And a lot of these women are heavy. I don't like heavy women. She's too fat for me. I just don't think it. But you're dating, there's so many women out there. But you don't want to date the fat ones. They're a nice one. Mm-hmm. But, oh, God, heavy as hell. See, I was heavy. But I sure don't want to date a fat woman. You're too fat for me. He was a blues player, man. He kept on singing, "Big fat mama." Isn't it rude? But I was a big fat boy. Why? Pharmaceutical drugs. And I found out what was going on. Ontario's got a bad, bloody healthcare system. And she says, "Yeah, you got it." Well, I had to find out what Alberta's was like. They got a better healthcare system. I think it was a bit of a NDP getting in there. And what it was they don't pay doctors by pharmaceutical drugs. They do here. And it was causing people not to have doctors. And he said, "Don't you know why you don't have doctors?" No, because you're paying by the prescription. Is that it? Doctor says, "Yeah." And he says, "You got high blood pressure. I want, but you need to know what these drugs are." Ah, he sat me down, got a pharmaceutical girl to come in. She was very knowledgeable and explained the side effects and everything. Not these ones. They were dumping me on everything. And they were selling things like they were selling colonoscopies by the get load. And I'm a vegetarian, and we don't usually get it. But all you have a colonoscopy. Why? Because the government was earmarking colonoscopies every 5 years. They come back, and the Ford government changed that. And she says it's not good for you to have those, it's not, those anesthesias, and have that done every 5 years. Just a little swab, and it really tests it good. Just so you, and I'm starting to understand things. I do. I'm a holistic practitioner. And I really got to the point, this vaccine bit, like, was good at one time. We got rid of polio. We got rid of polio apparently, but it seems like there's more diseases on the market. Don Tillman says maybe they didn't get rid of it. Maybe they just relabeled it right. You never know. But no, I think they did. Typhoid, they got rid of that with a vaccine. We had penicillin that it healed a lot of things. I can remember as a little boy, it was 1955 when I was born. And I remember going there and getting a vaccine, and there was no more polio. It was horrible. Joni Mitchell was a victim of the polio epidemic, which is a little girl who traumatized her. Because you're in these iron lungs, you can't breathe. And what happened with Joni Mitchell was she was retuning the guitar. She couldn't play a G chord. She retuned it, and I'm glad. She started coming out with different tunings, and it really changed the music. And she started playing piano. That's all I'm done. I've gone into piano, harmonica. I was a bass player. So I got told I can do a lot of things. I'm getting into psychotherapy on an international level of shamanic psychotherapy. Isn't that crazy? Because I got the indigenous natives of Canada teaching me this stuff. And I'm using Australian shamanism. So I got to combine it with Australian and First Nations. Real wacko. I cannot bloody Aussie with dual citizenship. I'm going to travel her out. I'm not going to live in Ontario. She's going to crash. And I know Alberta, I don't know. They're going to have to do it. They're pretty progressive. They shift when things go bad. Ontario just sits there like a bump. And the thing old Tool's going to say, I said, how's that? How is he going to say, have you ever read his platform? No, they don't read that. Well, you're going to promise. I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're just going to mask you up and not do anything. There's no plan. There's no plan. I'm going to have to buy food. I know I don't want to get the virus, and I'm trying to keep clear of it. And I need a vehicle to get around. Us there living up here, get food coming in, not get it delivered, make enough money. And if I get that supplement in, I'm filing back 5 years. I think I can. I was on Ontario Canada Pension Disability. I'm going to try to get that going. But I didn't know this. Nobody telling me anything. This kid don't know anything. He's helping me. He's lost a lot of things. I'm going to write his organization and say, he can't pay for it. He's not making any money. Well, you start paying me back on that. I'm not betting another birth certificate. That's $35. Why should I buy another one? It's a scam. I've seen that picture. They use the same bloody pictures. It's fun. It's fun. You can see them. They're so stupid. They use the same damn pictures. You can go on the scam sites to show it. Scam pictures. They use the same damn pictures. They're pretty stupid. You do something over and over again in scamming. It's called insanity. Einstein quoted that. Same damn results, same damn thing. Called insanity. So they use the same pictures and they really got dating sites. I don't know why I use dating sites. They don't seem to work. I got a girlfriend I met her online video. The other ones won't do video. Their phones are always busted. She hasn't got much money, but she's bloody real. And I videoed her and video live, and she shows me, but she's not doing this stuff. Look at that. They're porn sites. Somebody trips on that. And what else is this? This is a horse place. Or is it? Pizza. I ain't a haircut tomorrow. I'm gonna get her trimmed up. I want to buy some Western clothes. I'll put her around for Calgary. There's Lisa. And I'll talk to her. And I'm fed up here. I'm just not happy. I've been trying to pray to God to release all the frustration of the animal abuse here. And I'm going to have to try to get BC lawyers to fight this area. I'm a whistleblower. And I'm going to start doing some whistleblowing. And I'll go up to BC. There's a lot of lawyers up there in Vancouver. I think I can get. There's a nice Larry. And I'll whistleblow and clean this shithole up. It's got terrible with corruption. And killing animals is not my kick. I'm an animal rights activist. But I kept on wondering, do I have to be an animal rights activist? I guess I have to. At least I got enough bravery. Our soldiers go fight wars. We don't do anything. So I'm going to fight a war on animal rights for my animal friends. And I'll write books and stuff about what's happening about our animal rights. A country's only as good as it treats its species. And then they always point out China's killing of dogs. We're doing it too. And like the guy in the park, I said, that's a pit bull. He says, yeah, but he's sweet. I know they're all sweet. It's the way you treat them. But they put a war against pit bulls. They're all nice dogs. I can beat a dog, any dog, make him mean. I can treat him like a prince. He'd be a nice dog. And I'm an animal rights activist, and I don't go against breeds. That's like racism. So here's the girl here. I said, "What tribe are you from?" I'm from the Canadian tribe. I'm a Canadian native woman, but I'm not. And then she's getting really rangy. She says, "You what? You white boned? What the hell's that mean? White boned?" Listen, I'm on the side of First Nations. And why? They're good horse people. I've met a Haida Nation woman out there. Oh, God, she's a good horse woman. That's why I'm going to try to get going. I'm going to go back out to BC, but with my tiny house, or I'm going to build them all over the place. I like the tiny house living. It's cheap, but I'll get this one built in Lethbridge. $5,000 down. Oh, hell, I won't be taking long. I'll put 5,000. You put anything here, they want 20% down the banks. This will be a loan under her company. I'm cleaning up my credit score. It's starting to climb, but I got to get a credit card and I'll rebuild it. And I'm working with a company up in BC. I'll move her up to BC. I'd like to have a dual, but I don't want to live in a conservative area. And I don't want to live where she's going to crash. BC's prices are high. But some areas, he says, it's not too bad in the Kootenay areas. And Liz says it's not bad up around where she is outside of Kamloops. I gotta take a look at that. But I can move her up to Lake Louise, and that area's nice. It's very nice. It's mountains, and I like the hillier areas. The foothills are short. It's cold up there too. That's what I'm looking for. Gold mine. BC, Alberta. You go up to Yukon. Oh, there. You can get free land. That's what I'm gonna do. Travel around, get free land. I'm getting a motorcycle here so I can haul her. I just get transport to haul that truck. That thing, I'm gonna have her built right. So I'm a country boy. I don't like cities. I like rural. Just put her on land I can find. Start raising horses. I can lease land. It's just the housing. She's come up from North Carolina. North Carolina, she's First Nations. She's an American Native woman. She's doing equine assisted therapy for vets. Huh, they took her land on her. Yeah, took her land. She calls me up. I say, I got the wrong number. Some guy answered, "That's your husband?" No, I'm a single woman. I said, "Kimberly, that was a guy answered. Well, don't you sound like a guy? I'm a woman." She's First Nation, beautiful woman. I don't want to live with you, but let's get some land. Get these horses out of here. It's crazy. They took my land. Yeah, they're doing it all the time. It's government back taxed her. It was in the family for 150 years. It's a native woman up in North Carolina. Back taxed it. There's a lot of cookery everywhere. Oh boy, I've had a lot of Americans try to get help from me, but they got to get out of the States. Like, we got a law, and that one was all messed up on opiates. And they won't give her kids back, and because she's on opiates, she's got a catch 22. I said, I can't help you. You gotta get off the opiates. Come to Canada. Oh, they won't let me because the kids. Oh, catch 22 is one of these places in New York. She wanted to be a Reiki master. She got level 2, but she can't be a Reiki master on opiates. I said, you gotta get off. She says, you'll go into a nursing. I'm not in a nursing home. They won't put you in nursing homes now because they just discovered they're rotten places. This guy here, he got a nursing home. He's happy. I'll get this place cleaned up on the first, and they'll come in and I'll make sure they gave me. We got to do some maintenance, and I might get some help. I'll get the paperwork for it and file it tonight. I feel a bit better, but I was cursing to walking around. No help. No help, and I left my wallet. Cardiac. So never, I might have to go to the bank on Monday and get a new card if I've lost it. Couldn't find the phone before. Go into the coffee shop. I had $3 on there, card. See everything's on the card. I keep on losing my wallet. Mountie picked me up. You haven't got any criminal record, but you sure got a record for losing your wallet. Damn right I do. Because I'm under stress, Mount officer. I'm under stress. Homelessness isn't the way an older man should live, especially when he's got post-traumatic stress and firearm robbery. And they did that to me. That's the grounds of the lawsuit. I was thinking of just mitigate. Oh, hell no. Sue the whole thing. I'm going to get more back than they got out of that damn state. And sue the bank, too. Who weren't going to help me get the papers out. I'll sue the whole bunch of them. Because everything's crashing, so I might as well just keep on screwing. She's up in camp. One area. Oh, you can work with me. I'm not working with no damn woman. I'm doing this myself. And I'll take that tiny house and I'll build her up in Lethbridge. And I'll make a lot of money selling things online. I'm selling a lot of tack. I was on a tack shop. I'll start building it up like you start small. No, I'll start a franchise and build it. I'm serious. I'm fed up with it. I want to make a lot of money fast. It's the perfect